What's up YouTube, Foot Addiction? Welcome back to another video, and today guys I'm going to be doing a video on my untradeable 10 million plus squad. So this squad is roughly worth around 10 million plus. So obviously untradeable Hazard, I mean everyone in my team is untradeable. Every single player you see here is untradeable. I've gone for a full untradeable squad this year, because last year I lost a lot of coins on constantly buying and selling players. So this year I just want to stick to a team and just, you know, work my way around it. And yeah guys, so starting off first with the beast, the man himself, Prime Icon Raul. I've been dying to get this guy and I finally got him. As you can see, his stats are incredible. He played 133 games, he scored 94 goals and 51 assists. If I don't say so myself, that's pretty impressive indeed. And looking at his stats, these are his stats. I've applied a Hawk chemistry to him, which boosts his pace, it boosts his physicality, and of course his shooting. I mean, his shooting doesn't need any improving, but hey, why not? Give it some more. So that's Icon Raul there. That's his stats. And I'm moving on to the next living icon, my favorite player in the whole world. Yes guys, in case you didn't know, Ibrahimovic is my favorite player of all time. I think he's an absolute legend. He's a living legend in my opinion. And we did get his flashback in SBC. So he's played 71 games, he scored 44 goals and 28 assists. That's 6'5" with 5-star, 4-star. That's a killer, man. That just destroys defenses. And of course, looking at his stats, he has basically a team of the year card. I mean, that's not a 92 rated card. I mean, look at those stats, ridiculous stats. He's 6'5" with I've applied an engine chemistry style to him, which boosts his agility +5, which gives him 90 agility, and then of course that 10 plus boost on balance, which helps a lot. The one bad thing about this card is of course the stamina. The stamina is, for me, is my biggest problem, because I can't play him the full 90 minute. You will need to sub him off around the 70th minute if you're starting off with him, or if you're not starting off, you'll probably bring him on around the 60th to 70th minute, and maybe he can nick you a goal. So yeah, and then moving on to Mr. Mikel Ballack, Mr. Mikel. Michael Ballack. This guy is an absolute beast. He's played 331 games, he scored 163 goals and 112 assists. In my opinion, that's amazing, considering most of the games that I played him at was in centre mid, CM. I've only recently started playing him in camp. And so of course, he's medium high, but one thing I'll tell you, because of his attack positioning, because he has that 95 attack positioning due to the whole chemistry style on him that I applied on him, what he does is he pushes him up. He does go up a lot, he creates a lot of space, and then of course he also drops back a lot because of the high defensive. So he feels like a high, so he balances it out. And of course that 4-star is a killer, bro, especially in the box. Oh my god, it's an absolute killer. He can finish with his left foot, right foot. He's amazing. 6'2", his height is amazing as well. And look at his stats. He is a proper icon. He feels like an icon, and for me he's been absolutely amazing. At the start I didn't really like him. First couple games he was slow, he was sluggish, but as I got used to him, you know, that agility and balance really put me off. But as I got used to him, he helped me a lot. You know, I learned how to use him properly, and he helped me in a lot of crucial games. And the one thing that I noticed a lot, that I was using him on Shadow, right? Stay away from Shadow, because that chemistry style, it does not really help him that much, in my opinion. It gives him that pace and it gives him that defending, but it doesn't. The only thing, he only feels faster, that's it. His defending stats are already okay, like he doesn't really need improving. I personally wouldn't play him in a CDM role. I have played him in a CDM role, and what I find out, he leaves that gap, because he pushes up and he leaves that gap. But I mean, it's up to you, your preference. So yeah guys, those are Raul's stats. And then moving on to another beast, of course, Mr. Hazard. He is incredibly hazardous in the box. This guy, man, he's an absolute menace in the box. 4-star, 4-star. He's played 690 games, 425 goals, 238 assists. He's right now the main leader in my club. He's got the most goals, he's played the most games. He's been absolutely amazing, and he was definitely worth the coins that I spent on him. He was most definitely worth. I mean, I got back Ballack in the end. I mean, I did his SBC, and I packed baby Ballack when I did his SBC, which was amazing. I also packed Sané and a few other good players. I basically made my money back and then some as well. And of course, looking at his stats, Oh my god, this guy is an absolute beast. Don't let that physical fool you. He cannot be pushed off the ball, especially with that 96 balance and 97 agility. He's absolutely amazing. Of course, he can't header. He's not that good in the air and so on. But with him, you want to keep it on the ground. You want to do the El Croqueta, move in and out quickly, pass the ball, whipping across, and those finesse shots. He's absolutely deadly in the box. And then, of course, moving on to Mr. Georgie Best. He's absolutely... This guy... He's just the best when it comes to that right winger position. I've tried Mbappe, I've tried Salah, I've tried Bale, I've tried a lot of right wingers. And for me personally, the winger that I have enjoyed the most in this right wing position is Mohamed Salah. In my opinion, he's better than Messi as well. That's just my personal opinion, because he has that physical, he has the pace, he has the agility, he has the dribbling, he just has everything that you need except for the height. But the agility and balance and the movement makes up for that height. And so, of course, when I saw this George Best was released and I looked at his stats, and I was like, wow, this guy is an upgrade of Mohamed Salah. I need to get myself a George Best. And of course, I'm a United fan, so I'm going to go and get Mr. Georgie Best here. And of course, you can see I've given him a Hawk style, gives him that pace, improves his finishing and shooting, and of course that 10 plus jumping helps a lot. And he doesn't need a lot of physical, because of course that 91 balance, that agility, the reactions, the ball control, he swifts in and out, he moves with ease, and he assists a lot of goals as well as scoring a lot of goals. As you can see, 63 games, 37 goals, 32 assists. And that's Mr. Georgie Best done there. And then moving on to the new addition in the team, I packed him during the Team of the Year upgrade packs. He's played 61 games, 18 goals and 21 assists. I'm a huge fan of Eriksen. I think he's incredible. I think he's better than KDB and Pogba, and I have used both of those players. Of course, it's just personal preference. Everyone has their own type of players and the way they play. For me, I love players with agility, who are fast, who are nimble, easy to move with. And yeah, Eriksen is just he's super overpowered. Don't let that 56 defending fool you. He can play in CM. He can play in cam. He's an absolute amazing player. And of course, his starts aren't that great, but I have been playing in cam, playing him in centre mid. But nonetheless, he helps out my team a lot. And that 5-star weak 4 inside the box, outside the box, does damages to team, absolute damages. And of course, once again, as you can see, the theme around here, Hawk style is probably my favourite chemistry style, as you can see, due to the players that I choose. It helps his jump in, gives him that extra bit of pace and a bit of physical. But this guy doesn't need any of those. He's a magician in midfield. He's just, sees the run, boom, whacks it on, that's it. He opens plays up for you one time. And of course, once he's in the box, outside the box, that 90 shot power, 95 long shots, absolutely deadly. And then moving on to Mr. Ferdinand, the beast, the legend, the absolute king. This guy is amazing. 680 games, 22 goals and 5 assists. I mean, of course, we don't need goals and assists from him, but hey, Mr. Ferdinand, he's amazing. What can I say, man? There's not much to say about Mr. Ferdinand. His card is great, he looks great, and he's amazing in this game. He's got that amazing pace, so I've just given him an anchor card. I did use him on Shadow for a bit, but I realised he doesn't need any more pace. What he needs is a bit more physical. So I've given him that extra plus physical, and jumping really helps out. His defending and his composure, amazing. Yeah, he has a lot of attackers on his back pocket. Now this guy, you might be surprised that why is Baresi in your team all of a sudden? Well, let me tell you something. I recently switched up to this formation, the 3-4-1-2, and I realized it actually suited the way I play and the players that I have in my team. So I recently switched up to this team, and he's only played 6 games, as you can see. He's played those 6 games in that position, and I was really surprised, guys. I mean, I thought, looking at his card, he's going to be meh, he's not going to be nothing great, it's just going to be, But I thought, you know what, let me give him a go. Everyone else, writes him off. I thought, let me give him a go. Stick him in next to Ferdinand and Varane. And my God, this guy has actually surprised me. Like, if you haven't done his SBC, go ahead and do his SBC, man. This guy really has surprised me. And I put an anchor on him, because pace, as you know, is quite irrelevant in this game. But my God, this guy, he doesn't win many headers on the ball. He doesn't have the most amount of pace. He's not the most physical. But look at those defending stats. 95 interceptions, 90 heading, 95 marking, 95 stand tackle, 96 slide tackle. One thing I tell you something right now, when he's one-on-one with a attacker, whether it's Mohamed Salah, Hazard, whoever you are, he will have you. He will win every single tackle. That's the one thing I was really surprised about, because I didn't expect that from him. But he literally won every single tackle, and I was coming up against CR7s and Messis and Ronaldos and all sorts. And every time he came one-on-one, he won the ball. He won the ball and he released it. And the one thing I love about him is his distribution. His distribution is absolutely amazing. Yeah, I mean, look at that short pass, 8-7 long pass. Yeah, he's absolutely amazing, guys. So anyway, moving on to the next one. This guy is another icon. He literally is an icon. In my opinion, he's better than the icons. I'll tell you right now. Out of Ferdinand and Baresi, for the price and for the for a gold rare card, this guy is an absolute joke. He is an absolute joke. If you don't know by now, Rafael Varane in centre back he's a goat. I had Ramos in my team and I chose Varane over Ramos. He's just amazing. 6'3", high defensive, stays back all the time, wins everything in the air, wins every single ball. Nobody can outpace him. He's just super overpowered. There's nothing to say about Rafael Varane apart from I just have only good things to say about him. This guy is amazing, and in my opinion, he's for his price and as a gold rare player, he's the best defender in this game, man. He hands down. And of course, the keepers. Moving on, I have tried every single keeper you can think of. I have tried Navas. I have tried De Gea. I have tried Handanovic. I have tried Manuel Neuer. But for some reason, I always go back to Courtois, and then I finally stuck with Courtois when I packed his Champions League card. And guys, he's amazing. He stops literally every single. He's the shot stopper. The only downside is, of course, his kicking. Even with that 15+, his kicking is quite bad. It's atrocious. But apart from that, he's an amazing goalkeeper. And of course, the GOAT, another icon. He's just this guy. He's literally last year's Bakayoko. 6'2", medium. He's played 179 games with 15 goals and 37 assists from CDM. He's amazing, guys. So overpowered. If you can't afford Makelele, Kante, forget those. Just go and use Fabinho. I still use Fabinho over Makelele sometimes, and even over Balak and Eriksen. He's absolutely amazing. Arias, 215 games, 3 goals, 12 assists. He's overpowered, man. He's so overpowered. The one thing about him is when he comes up against the super meta players, and I'm talking the Mbappes, the Neymars, he does struggle a lot. I'm not going to lie, he struggles a lot. I don't know what it is about him, but he gets he leaves that gap. He leaves a huge gap. I think it's because high, medium, but even then, still, he leaves a huge gap. And yeah, guys, but when he goes in for the tackle and he's fighting in the air, he wins the ball. That's one thing I'll tell you. And then moving on to my man. 3-star week 4, which is not the best. 4-star skill moves, great. 463 games, 193 goals, and 170 assists. And this is all coming from the bench. I have used this guy in every single game. In the 70th minute, bring him on, scores about 2 goals, comes off, leaves off, and that's it. Walks off like a boss. He's amazing. He's in form. I was lucky enough to get his red card, but this card is absolutely amazing. He's so overpowered, super meta, as we know. Martial, he's absolutely amazing. Anyways, guys, moving on to Mr. Robertson. And of course, Robertson, as you can see, he has played 347 games. He's amazing, man. There's a reason why he goes for so much on the market, and I was lucky enough once again to pack him as my red card. He's so overpowered, super nimble, agile, strong. He feels great. He feels absolutely great. Anyways, guys, hope you guys did enjoy my club tour. Thank you for watching. And for all the people who have supported me throughout my videos, I just want to say a big shout out to you guys. Thank you for watching, and peace out.